Hello everybody and a very good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us on Tuesday, the 28th of February. Can you believe it? We are at the end of February already. Where has the year gone? It is flying by. And do you know what? Seeing as it is the end of February, today we are going to be recapping on everything that you may have missed over the course of the last 28 days. We have like a list that we print out before every show. It lists everything that we're going to be bringing you. Normally it's about, I don't know, maybe 4, 5, 6 pages. Today, 745. I mean, I've never seen the printer work so hard. I started it yesterday morning. It was still printing out when I left last night. It is going to be one heck of a day today. We're going to bring you some of the best deals that we've had over the course of the month, and today we've got a little launch for you too, which we think you're going to absolutely love. So lots to come over the course of the two shows. 6 o'clock, of course, this evening, then 2 o'clock this afternoon, 9 o'clock Eastern, where we've got the launch for you as well. Which I'll tell you what it is. It's not a brand new product, but it is something very exciting where we are giving you the opportunity to get your hands on some classic markers at an unbelievable price and get the trays to house them in for free. It's a limited time only deal, midnight tonight, but we'll talk more about that a little bit later on in case you didn't know. Also, before we get started, it's £10 Tuesday today as well. We'll talk more about that a little bit later, but lots to get excited about. And I'm really excited today because, do you know what? One of my absolute faves, TV Wifey, is here with me. Not for one show, not for two shows, but for all 3 shows. It is the one and only, the lovely, the gorgeous, the beautiful Debby Robinson.
Yay! Thank you very much. Oh, well, I love that. I love that. I did not know, though, did you hear me panic when you said a launch?
Yeah.
And I literally had a little mini meltdown, and off the camera I went, what launch? What launch? So out of the 745 sheets that you printed,
yeah,
I didn't see that.
Oh, it was on page page 1.
Oh my God, it ain't, is it? Oh,
yeah,
do you know,
don't worry.
It's because there's just so much, and I've been having to work like the clappers to get everything done because we've got a great day lined up, but it is a monthly makes kind of day today.
It is.
And that for me it is, because it's like everything that we've launched over the month, which is, shall I give you a little sneaky peek?
I knew you'd love this.
I had to go first, because I do, it is me and you, it absolutely is. One of the great launches this month was the fabulous Roaring 20s. So, sorry Charlotte, and wait a minute, let me see if I can put some there. I'm just going to do it that way, because I'm in dark, and that dark on dark, you couldn't really see it. But take a look, that's definitely me and you. The Roaring 20s, can you believe it? Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous collection. But we've had many, many more. Simple creator card dies, Ben. And there's nothing simple about these beautiful, gorgeous creator cards.
I missed these were last week,
These
weren't
are
they?
divine, because they're like a bit of a mini twist of creator cards with some nesting dies thrown in at the same time. So they're absolutely beautiful. So we're going to be covering some of those throughout the day. Our gorgeous wisteria, we've had some fabulous deals on the wisteria, so we thought we'd bring back the wisteria. Another new launch this month was those gorgeous 3D embossing folders with those accent dies, or as want of a better word, more nesting dies.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. We brought back a fabulous deal on our layered gatefold dies, which I absolutely love these. Now, there's so much things that you can do with them. They're not just a one-trick pony. So they will make these fabulous layered gatefolds, but they're also a great set of nesting dies and lots of different concept cards that you can make with them as well.
Yeah.
We add, now this is a bit of a twosome for this one, because we've got the gnomes, but we've also got the
slide pop-ups.
Slide pop-ups, which I absolutely love. So we're going to cover some slide pop-ups today. Back in stock.
Back in stock.
Back in stock. So that's the gorgeous shimmer. Now, if I just do that, you can see that shimmering prowness. Wait a minute.
Shimmering prowess.
One of those words. They're absolutely beautiful. Sorry, Ben. Absolutely gorgeous shimmer. Not pens.
Shimmer,
ink pads. Ben. Ink pads. Get it right.
And
then also we had a great deal on the fabulous Looking Through the Glass.
Through the Looking Glass.
Looking Through the Glass.
Yeah.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. So that's just some, and I do say some because we've also and I know it was the official day yesterday, because I did the sneak peek first look on Sunday.
You did?
For the boss, no, wait a minute, Saturday. For the boss to come in on yesterday.
Yeah.
You've absolutely loved
You
it.
have.
I've just shown you one of the fabulous projects that you could be making, and I adore this. This is a gorgeous gift basket, and I thought, oh, I didn't get my hands on this on Saturday.
Needs some Easter eggs in it.
Yeah, Easter eggs, little Mother's Day gift, whatever it is that you want. But an absolutely fabulous relaunch of our Crafters Inspiration magazine. So we have got, and this is just a fraction of this much. This much of this much that I've just shown you that's coming up throughout the day.
The best thing to do probably today is hit the Shop the Day button, and then you can see everything, because we're not going to be able to show you every single item. We'll show you some of the best sellers, items that you absolutely love as well, and of course get loads of demos in for you. Let's say a few hellos. We got Radical Rachel on the socials this morning. Sarah Brown is in saying yay, hello and g'day to all my crafty friends.
Aww.
It's 10 p.m. on Tuesday night. I'm settled in bed, ready for some fun with two of my faves, Debbie and Ben. Sending you all hugs from Melbourne, Australia.
I love the accent there, Ben. Is that something you've just started adopting there? That lovely, g'day.
G'day, mate.
I did all right there.
You did?
G'day.
G'day.
G'day. That's about as much as I can get.
Whenever Sarah messages in, I always have to feel like I have to adopt
That you feel you want to be
accent.
there.
Yeah,
you feel you want to be there.
Yeah. Lois is in from Ohio. Good morning to Debbie from Brighton, Michigan. Hi to Kate McQueen. Says good morning, Crafty Peeps, from a cold and windy Manchester. I'm working on a little peacock project whilst Crafters TV is on. So
Kate joined us this weekend on the Craft Along.
Yes, and so Kate, I met on the tour.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That is a small world.
Yes.
Lovely, lovely guest. I've told her she can't, it's not her first time. It was the first time on Saturday, but she needs to come back and do some more.
First time, but not the last time.
First time, but not the last time, absolutely.
Thea's in saying, hoi hoi, oi oi, pipaloi. Julia says, good day everyone. I hope everyone is fabulous this morning / evening. Where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? Where are you, Juliet? I'm obviously Australia, but whereabouts? Carol's in. Christine Mahoney's in. Say good morning, everyone. It's snowing all day today. Glad I don't have to go anywhere and I can stay warm and in the loving arms of Crafters TV.
Oh, bless her.
Very loving arms today as well, aren't they?
Yes, of course.
Very loving. Michelle is in from a snowy New Jersey. And Christina Clark says on Facebook, I love the fact wake-up call starts at 11. Both babies are having their morning nap while Mummy watches Crafters TV.
Aww.
Rachel's Ted is also sleeping, so all the babies are asleep. So
that's good. Shh. We'll try to be quiet.
Make sure.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Yeah.
The kids are asleep. Let sleeping babies lie. That's the saying, isn't it? Isn't that a saying?
No, it's sleeping dogs lie.
Oh, sleeping dogs. Also let sleeping babies lie. And Christine Mahoney says, wow, that is a lot of pages, lol. I might have over-exaggerated a bit. Maybe it wasn't 745. It was more like about 12.
No, it weren't. It was more.
Was it?
Is it 12 on yours? Mine must be a different printer. I've got a thick wad over there.
Have you?
I've got a big thick wad over the other side of the counter. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
And Christine Mahoney says, first question of the day. She says, the card with the shimmering ink on, what is that embossing folder from? That one?
So that one is one of ours. Do you know the 5.5 by 5.5 and the 4 by 6 and the 7 by 5?
The assorted embossing
we
folders.
did some three sets of 3D embossing folders. 5.5 by 5.5. There was the 4 by 6 and then there was the 7 by 5. That comes from that range, so that's that embossing folder. I would tell you which one, but it's one of Corinne's, and she hasn't written down on the back what she's used.
Corinne.
I know Corinne. She's
what's she like?
What is she like? But it's a beauty. It's an absolute beauty.
It is a beauty. So there you go, Christine. Oh, and one final one from Sarah Brown, who says, I absolutely love when Ben reads my comments. It makes me smile and laugh.
Aww.
Debbie, you did a really great job on G'day.
On G'day. That's
mate.
the only one I can do. G'day.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Do feel free to say hello if you haven't already, and we'll mention you as we go through the show. But let me show you the website, because on the website today, £10 Tuesday. Yay! There you go. If you click on that, you'll find loads of great deals today, as it's Tuesday. And guess how much they are? £10 or $10. Yes, who's in the name? Who said £15 or $15? Let's have a look what's in there. Oh, loads of Tiffany stuff in there. What else have we got? I have to get up close to the screen because I can't see. We've got some of our liquid inks in there. We've got some A4 card from the Angel collection. All Spectrum Noir premium card stock. We've got the Sweet Treats Ultimate Pro. What else have we got in there? We've got the DVD, the Ultimate Pro DVDs in there. We've got stuff from the Enchanted Dreams. We've got Gnomes goodies, Country Lane in there. Oh, we've got a Lois tote in there as well. Oh, there's loads and loads in there. Vintage butterfly goodies. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Have a look at that. The only thing I'd say about £10 Tuesday, there you go. I was trying to say, items are sold out already. When it's £10 Tuesday, people dive in nice and early, and those deals do tend to disappear. So please, please, please have a look sooner rather than later and grab those deals. The kind of deals as well that if you are on a big spend today could get you up towards your free shipping, which is what we always love. Now, this is the launch. Well, it's not new product, however, it is an amazing launch for today only, all right? It is here for 24 hours, well, up until midnight tonight, wherever you are, and then it will be gone. It shall be talked about no more. What we're doing here is giving you the opportunity to pick up all these amazing classics. There are 72 pens in total across the range that we're showing you here. These, of course, alcohol markers. And they're absolutely brilliant because they're dual-ended. One end, you've got your fine precision nib. The other end, you've got that chisel nib. So absolutely brilliant if you are doing those sort of bigger swipes and bold colours, things like your backgrounds as well. These are absolutely brilliant for. Now, we're giving you all 72 markers across the different ranges here. So you've got your dual, which is taking in all the colours here. You've got your sangria, lipstick, amber, fern green, jade green, Caribbean. There's absolutely loads in there. And the great thing is because you're getting so many of the collection here, all the 72, you've got lots of different shades of the pens, of course, which you can use to do all of your sort of tone colouring. Now, this one is your brights, encapsulating your reds, your spice, your satsuma, sunshine, salad, leaf green, marine in there as well. Then in the collection, you have got your floral, cherry red, mango, aniseed, carnation. You've got your fuchsia and orchid, just to name a few in there. Then you're going to be receiving your vintage. You've got the 12 of the nature, which is more of those beautiful greens and browns and greys. And then you've also got in there your pastels as well. So it is 72 colours in total. Now, the way that the deal works on this one for 24 hours only is that we give you the pens. The deal works out that you're basically paying £1 a pen, as you can see, £72 or $104.40, which if you're in the US, that means you're paying $1.45 per pen, which is incredible when you're talking about the quality of these, like professional quality alcohol markers for £1 or $1.45. And then to sweeten the deal even further, if you're getting this many pens, you need something to store them in. So for free, we're throwing in your pen trays, and as if by magic, 6 pen trays, that is going to hold all of the pens that you've got within the bundle that you're seeing here. So 72 pens, 3 trays, holds your 72. How incredible is that? An unbelievable deal today, but it's only around until midnight. If you are somebody perhaps who's been thinking about getting into colouring, maybe the classics is your next step, I don't know, after you've been using your tri-blends for a while, pick up the collection, £1 a pen, $1.45, or well, as I say, if you're platinum as well, I mean, I can't even do the maths on that, but that is ridiculous. $57.60 or $83.52 brings that down even further. So you're under £1 a pen if you're platinum. We'll do the maths on that later on if you're in the US, but it represents an incredible deal. So much of a great deal, in fact, that we're only doing it until it's about 80p a pen in the UK. 80p a pen.
Wow.
I mean, seriously, or $1.16 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum, and the storage thrown in for free as well. Snap that up quickly because it will not be here tomorrow. A fantastic deal, and we'll go into that in more detail a little bit later on. Right, next up, we are going to have a look at this bad boy from yesterday, the showstopper deal of the brand new Crafters Inspiration Magazine Issue 1. You guys have absolutely loved this, and we'll get Debbie's take on it in just a little while as well. But it is, well, I described this yesterday as basically something that you're going to love if you love our craft kits, because when you get our craft kits, you get a box full of everything that you need to get crafting with. This is very, very similar, because the showstopper particularly brings you everything that you need to get crafting with. However, this time around, you get the magazine, which is jam-packed full of inspiration, demonstration, and projects. As you can see from the front cover here, 89 floral elements to get you crafting straight away. And there is loads and loads of great projects in here for beginners, absolutely. For more experienced crafters, absolutely. It's kind of like a bit of a journey, really, that you can go through, but you've got everything that you need within the actual showstopper itself to be creating beautiful projects like you're seeing here. And the other great thing is as well, a lot of people were talking about, and Debbie showed you this at the top of the show, the little boxes that you can create to. There are links within the magazine for you to be able to go to the website and download various templates to be able to make things like the boxes within this collection as well. The magazine itself is brilliant. You've got a section about our Spectrum Noir pens. I won't kind of flick through it all, but there's tons of projects, as you can see, from a whole host of different crafters from across the business. And within the centre, you're obviously going to get all these papers. Now, again, these are absolutely beautiful. If you want, I know what Sarah did yesterday, I won't do it to this one, but you can just literally pull these out of the centre of your magazine and use them as like a little paper pad on their own. But you can see that you've got so much snippability in here with all of the floral elements. There's little tags and banners, and then you get all of these beautiful double-sided papers as well with a matte finish, so you can ink into these if you want to. I just love the design in here because it matches up, doesn't it, so beautifully with a lot of the ranges that we've done recently. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous paper pad, Debbie, isn't it?
It is, and it's going to match the craft kit, but beautifully.
Yeah.
It's all about the timeless florals in this one, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous colour palette. If you've noticed, the colour palette on there is quite soft and pastels, and those toppers that you're getting in there. The fact that you've got the double-sided, there's 32 sheets altogether, Ben. That's a lot of papers to get yourself crafting with, to get yourself started with. And that magazine is based all purely, majority, I'd say about 90% of it, based around the kit, which is unusual for some magazines. Not a lot of magazines do that. I know we've always championed doing things like that, which it's even better this time round, because this new rebranding absolutely focuses on everything that's in there to give you tons and tons of inspiration. Not the 89 projects that I kept saying at the weekend. Corinne counted for me. She said about 72, 73 in there.
Well, it's not bad, is it?
It's still not bad. No, I know. Yeah, exactly. But there's 89 elements altogether in your magazine, which is just incredible value for money. And
of course, within the magazine, you get the papers, as I said, the links to the website to get all the templates that you need, and then you get all of the freebies as well. I don't have this side, the embossing folder, but you do get an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous embossing folder that we used on so many demos yesterday, which you're going to absolutely love. But you do get a wonderful selection of stamps in here. You've got that gorgeous Just For You die, and then you've got all of your beautiful stencils. This one here is your rose corners, so it's a 3-piece set. You've got your layering stencils in here to create a beautiful, beautiful floral element. Then you've got your graceful roses stencil as well, your 5x7 stencil, and you do get an embossing folder, which we'll have a look at in just a few moments' time. That's the magazine on its own. A few people did buy that individually on its own, $14.95 or $24.95. The value for money of the papers and the hardware that you get in there itself is more than that. It's more than that. $11.99 or $19.96.
Wow.
Substantially more than that. But just if you bought the papers and the stencils and the dies and the stamps and that embossing folder, that would total more than this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's like literally we've pulled everything back into the kit.
Yeah.
And some, because it is all about having a little taster of things that we do really well. We do embossing folders, we do stencils, we do dies, we do papers, but linking them all together with a lovely theme, not a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's all purely a collection, and it's an exclusive collection to the magazine as well, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
And again, focusing around that. You can see some of the lovely samples. So those that you've just seen with Ben flicking through that magazine, then you'll see some of these. This is that embossing folder that's been highlighted into the centre. If we can just have a little peek. It's all right, Charlotte, I'll let you off.
You're right there, Charlotte.
She's with us. But you can see how gorgeous that embossing folder is. It really is beautiful. The stencils, you're going to be able to take things like your texture pastes and go through things like that with your textures or your glitter paste. But focusing on those gorgeous papers and those toppers, that fabulous, that's just two of the layering stencils there, which has got a lovely different fold. There's little techniques in there, so a tea bagging effect, lots of different styles of cards. This is a really nice, cute card. It's like a little TP card without the legs. Absolutely beautiful. And again, lots and lots of different ways that you're going to be able to use your layering stencils, use your papers, use your dies, use your toppers, embossing folders, and so much more. It's absolutely, well, I love it, Ben. I was talking about it so much. I was so excited on Saturday, Rodley. Very difficult to contain myself. And I'm pretty sure that Craig and Sarah yesterday and Lily would have all been ranting and raving about it, because it really is. I've always been a big lover of Crafters Companion Inspiration magazines way before I started working for the company, and I absolutely still to this day think they're fabulous for that inspiration. They literally are all of the thrill and none of the filler in there. Some fantastic projects for you to get your crafty mojo going, kickstart it, restart it, or if it just comes to a blank, you've got something there to get yourself started with.
Absolutely. And the details on the screen just for the magazine on its own, as we mentioned yesterday, the showstopper was the most popular. Stock level on this, we are now over 80% of the stock gone. Basically, you get the magazine and everything we just chatted about, but then you pay us an extra £25 or $25, and we give you £41 or $63 worth of extra goodies here. And these goodies, again, as Sarah was explaining yesterday, she's put these together so that you're going to get even more out of the products that you've got within your magazine. So a different sort of colour palette as far as the florals are concerned, with the 6x6 Say It With Flowers double-sided paper pad. That's why that's in there. Then you've got your 10 metres of foam on a roll. Don't worry, I won't sing it. I sang it many times yesterday. But that's also included in there as well. I know Sarah yesterday was using a lot of her chunky glue, but again, this is absolutely perfect. The foam, again, for making things like your shakers and also adding a bit of dimension to your projects as well. Great to use with those toppers that you've got in the collection. Then you've also got some of your luxury cardstock in there in that beautiful silver. So 10 sheets of your glitter card, that encapsulated glitter, 10 sheets of your mirror, 10 sheets of your matte mirror. She's thrown in also some beautiful water reactive ink pads in the baby blue and the lemon tonic, honey pot rather I should say. Again, complementary colours for the papers that you've got within the set. You've also got one of our blending tools, the square blending tool. It's a rectangle. And then you've also got the watercolour cardstock included in there as well. If you were to pop all of that into your basket separately, you'd pay £41 or $63. However, go for the showstopper, it's only an extra $25. And look at the price, £40 or $50. And if you're platinum, £32 or $40. That is incredible. As far as I'm concerned, it was the deal of the day yesterday, and I'm surprised that we've got any stock left. So the fact that we have, if you did miss out on it yesterday, do yourself a favour and pick it up now, because you will kick yourself if you don't. Hi to Angela, who's joined us, saying, hi Ben and Debbie from a wet Sutton coalfield. I'm sat with my cuppa ready to watch whilst colouring with my tri-blends. Thea's just said I'm going to be getting the magazine today. That is great news. And this is a good question. I never remember the answer to this. We've got the 72 classiques here.
Yes.
Is that... How many more classics are there?
So I think there's 200. We had a trivia quiz on Saturday.
Is it 216?
Yeah, it's 216 pens that are in the classic collection, including, I think the illustrators is the same as well.
Yes.
Yes, because I got that wrong.
Oh well.
I were only two out. To be fair, in my head I was saying 216, but I scribbled it out, put 214 and got it wrong.
So you've got a third of the full collection,
That's
basically.
a really good
deal.
It's a cracking
It's incredible.
Deal. What a great introduction, if you want to look at it in that way, starter kit into the world of those classics that you can then expand on if you want to. Believe you me, once you've tried them, you'll understand. And it's a permanent system. We keep forgetting about this, Ben. It is a permanent system. You are buying that pen. You are not replacing that pen, because we have the re-inkers to fill it back up when it runs out. You're not tossing it to one side. You're not throwing it in the bin. You're just going to get that re-ink bottle and re-ink it back up.
And funnily enough, re-inkers shop of the day, you'll find we had a big collection of the re-inkers, which will still be on the shop of the day today with a 30% saving. There's so much to tell you about today because we're recapping the whole month. I tell you what, one of the biggest launches of the month, if not the biggest, was the Roaring Twenties. This absolutely flew out of the door. The collection just disappeared quicker than you can say do the Charleston. So what we've got left for you is a selection. Yes, Debbie. A selection.
It's the era I wanted to live in. It is the era I wanted to live in with the... I actually, for my 40th birthday, many moons ago, bought myself one of those flapper dresses.
Did you?
So and when I go like that, it all goes with me. But actually, everything were moving then. I'm not going to do that again because everything started wobbling. But yeah, my little tassels. I had tassels everywhere, hanging off everywhere. Just all. Honestly, I'll have to show you a picture.
I want to see pics.
I'll show you a picture because it was a little dapper dress that I absolutely fell in love with.
It's such a great era, and I think that's why everyone loved it so much, because it's like I was saying, like when we launched it, like everybody loved the 60s, everyone loved the 80s, and like the 20s was such a glamorous period, wasn't it?
Oh God, yeah.
And you know, so many TV shows. The one I always think of is like Poirot. You know, you go back to the 20s, that Art Deco period, and that's why you guys absolutely loved it. We haven't got the full collection, as you can understand. The stock was decimated. However, what we've managed to do to bring it back for the final day of the month is we've brought you back a 9-piece selection. And I tell you what, it is a lovely, lovely set of what we do have left. We've smashed it down to $49.52 or $63.64. So that represents a saving of £12.39 or $15.91. Platinum price is under £40, just over $50. But you do get still a lot of the hardware. As per usual, it's the consumables that disappear. But I mean, my goodness, how amazing is that die?
I love them.
I love that.
I absolutely love
couple.
them. Yeah, just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
And I think as well with this, you know, you see the couple dancing there. If you're a fan of Strictly or maybe in the US, fan of Dancing with the Stars,
exactly.
These dances have kind of re-highlighted the era, haven't they, as well? I know something that Debbie will absolutely love is this.
Absolutely. I love that feather dye. It's just gorgeous.
Crosses a lot of collections as well.
Do you know, I was just going to say, yes, it's in the Roaring Twenties, but think of all your other collections you own that you're going to be able to put that into. And it's not a duplicated one either.
No.
It's a standalone, a unique design in terms of a feather to the ones that we've had out in the past.
Masquerade Ball, Peacock collection.
Yep.
You've then got that gorgeous showgirl there
she's my favourite.
Well.
I absolutely love her. I just imagine that's me.
That is you.
I just close my eyes and I can see myself there.
Yeah.
I just love it. Love it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful dye.
And then beautiful edgeables, that scallop shell, again, very, very Art Deco. I mean, I can imagine that cut into maybe like the size of a box, maybe, something like that.
Yep.
Absolutely beautiful. You've then got stamps in here too. Look at this one, Together Forever. Who does that remind you of?
Oh, that's definitely me and you,
That is,
Ben.
isn't it, eh?
Did you hear Charlotte laugh then? Did you hear her?
I know.
Did you hear her? She had right loud laughing near then.
What was that?
What was
laughing at?
Yeah, it was like a cackle. Yeah,
Like
I'll describe it as a cackle there, producer Johnny. Charlotte, wait till I see you.
Yeah, wait till she sees you. There we go. Yeah, no chocolate cake for you, Charlotte.
That's me.
That is you there.
That's me with my glass.
There's my favourite bit there by my finger. Chin chin.
Chin chin.
What ho, chin chin, everybody. What ho, jolly hockey sticks. Then you've got this beautiful embossing folder, that floral deco. Great starting point for any project, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
gorgeous.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful embossing folder. Gorgeous.
And then last, by no means this, I say last, there's one more right, that Art Deco frame once again. So cut and emboss folder there, that one, isn't it? Allowing you, to create a beautiful shaker potentially, or pop a little sentiment in there, build up your scene, maybe pop your little dancing couple within it. I don't know, it's entirely up to you, but a beautiful piece to kind of finish off this collection. And then, of course, we talked about this era of being an era of, real pizzazz and bling, if you like, and this is a great way to bling up your projects. You've got that set there with your gilding flakes, everything that you need to be able to create that really, really cool effect. I love this collection. You guys have loved this collection collection too. If you weren't with us for whatever reason on the launch, maybe you've been away, we can't give you the full collection, but we can give you, I think, 9 of the best items from that collection at a really great price today. So just £39.62 or $50.91 if you're shopping in the US. And we're going to have a look at some finished projects with Debbie here, and then I think a little demo as well.
Oh, yes.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, absolutely. There were no way we're not getting a demo in today with this. But absolutely beautiful. I just love this showgirl. She is glorious. I just adore the whole piece of her. I think she's just stunning. And of course that gorgeous frame, so you can see how they work together. One of the cards that Sarah did during launch that has sent the world into meltdown because it's absolutely gone everywhere. It's gone viral, this card.
Yeah.
Literally is just absolutely beautiful with that dancing couple on the suspended stage.
Stage dropper.
Stage stopper.
Stage dropper.
Stage dropper.
Yeah.
I like it. Is that what she called it?
I think I might have just made that up, but it's something like that.
It's just gorgeous.
Sounds good, doesn't it? Stage dropper.
Honestly, it's just fabulous. But taking it into all your different styles of cards, you absolutely can do. That's 2 of them that in the same style, but with the 2 different stamps, both different. Add those peacock feathers; they look absolutely glorious. One of my absolute faves. I just love the dancing couple.
Yep.
Just glorious. And then look. Now, no sniggering this time, Miss Charlotte. Yes.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Yeah, Miss Charlotte. I absolutely love that stamp.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can dream.
What do you like?
I can dream when I'm looking at this with me and you in car park. We're like, but it were like this, weren't it? It were like this. It were like this. This in car park when we were like this. And I didn't let him go for about 10 minutes because it feels like ages since I last saw him. So it was lovely. And he smells divine. Yeah, smells gorgeous. Go on, get me into trouble. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, is your mic falling off or is my mic falling off?
Is it mine or yours? Is it yours?
No,
is it mine?
You're right.
Is it mine?
Yeah.
Are we all right?
Yeah, we're all good, I think.
Did we clash microphones, Charlotte? I do apologise.
We clashed microphones.
But isn't it a gorgeous collection, Ben? It really, truly is. No wonder you've gone nuts for this collection because it is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to have a little play with it. Now, I'm just going to have to check with producer Johnny, though. Did you say all the consumables are gone? I would just check in with a little mini paper pad.
You can use it because a lot of people have bought it.
It doesn't matter because I have got another piece of paper that from a different collection that I know we've got in that I could use if we need to be. I'm going to use a few of the elements. So I'm going to use the Edgeable. I've taken a piece of multi-purpose cardstock, Ben. This one is being cut down to size. It's actually a full A4 piece just in half. That's what that is. And I'm just going to use this as that Edgeable. As all with our Edgeables, we've got the outside cutting edge and then the bit that stays connected. So in order for me to get that lovely Edgeable, I need to make sure the outside die is cut on the very edge. And I'm just going to hold that down with a little bit of low-tack tape. I adore this collection. Guess what as well?
What as well?
Guess what?
What?
I've got the craft along with it.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm
When
like
is
proper
that?
excited. Actually, it's very soon.
Yes.
I've got to get my projects worked. I've got to work on my project this week. So, is it next week? Could be next week, Ben.
It's not, because I'm an into.
It might be a week after, actually.
I'm sure I've got it with you.
I'm trying to think because
Have a look.
I've got a deadline. We have deadlines to get us projects in for.
Yes, it is us too. Friday the 10th. Friday the 10th is a big day as well.
Ooh, is it?
Yeah.
Why?
Am I allowed to say?
Oh, I know. I saw it.
We won't say anything yet.
I saw it. Actually, I thought that you'd personally requested for me.
Do you know what?
I think you personally requested for me, didn't you?
Don't tell anybody, but I actually did. I can't say what we're talking about, but you might have kind of guessed by now, but I did. I personally requested you to be here.
Oh, you little love.
Yeah.
That's why I got the craft along then.
Yeah.
I could kiss you. I could kiss you. Because I didn't think I'd get this one. I thought this craft along would go to some... I thought it's good to Corinne or Craig, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I'm even more tickle pink that I've got it.
Could it be
Trouble
a
is
good
now
day?
I've got to get myself... I've got to get a good... project going. Got to get a good one.
Stick your cosy on as well.
Pardon?
Stick your costume on. We get all glammed up for it.
I can't get in that yet.
Oh.
I'm not at pre-40th birthday weight yet.
Oh.
Got a bit more to lose.
It's got like a little... What was the thing they wore?
Actually, yeah, the little headpiece with the feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one of them.
If you wear that, I'll get dressed up as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah,
do that.
well, just remind me.
I will.
Remind me because I've got a brain laxative.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, going back to the fabulous... the fabulous die there. I'm going to pop it onto the other side, but rather than me run it through, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's done. Yep. And of course, with these dies, if you want to create a full piece where you can literally lay it up against the same place and run that through to create a really fancy fold.
Ooh,
you could
yes.
actually try and do it in one pass. If you've got a Gemini, that'll probably work.
Yep.
So do that, put it through twice onto both pieces of paper to cut through there. Or you could just have a nice little feature on the back in a straight strip. It's entirely up to you. So that's my lovely decorated card on both sides, already done and dusted.
Yep.
And then I'm going to fill this now. Now, I did say that I was going to use, however, because we haven't got any, I'm going to be good, because I'm going to keep to the piece that I have got, because this one is from the Slate with Flower pad. So we've got some of those still left, haven't we, the Slate with Flowers?
Yes, yeah, we have.
Perfect. Yep. So we'll get the longevity out of it, because like you said, when the consumables have gone, sometimes it's like hard to think what can we use, but you can use other cards, linen cards. You could take your folders and you could create a nice little background piece using your embossing folders as well. So I'm just going to move that into place and run that down there. Then I'm going to move on to, oh my God, I adore this one. Absolutely gorgeous 3D embossing folder.
Yes.
Now I've got a bit of gold cardstock here. Now I will show you, and I've done this deliberately this time because I've gone it bigger, because I talk about cutting down into your folder, but because someone said to me, what happens when you get the crinkling and the you know, so I've deliberately done it bigger to show you. Okay. So literally 3D embossing folder, as we know by now, or for those newbies that don't know, our 3D embossing feature, plate combination is a cutting plate, magnetic shim and the plastic shim onto the top, and run that through.
Yes.
And then that will give you the perfect sandwich to run through the machine with a 3D embossing folder. So when I come back through with this, and we do have cut and emboss folder as well, but you can see now it's a little bit bigger, and just round edges it's a little bit where I just need to trim that down. Yeah. And that, honestly, if you want to get that perfect one, trim it before you go in. And this one is, because this is a 4x6 folder, so just trim it down to 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, fits in there perfectly, and then you get none of that crinkling or wrinkling. And that's going to sit as a backdrop into my folder, like so. So I'll just stick all these layers down as we're going along. You can actually age up your gold, because this was a gold, but I actually ran a green over the top just to give it a little bit of a old agey look. Can't really see it very much on the camera, but I have done that. Now then, popping that into there needs something else. So we're going to move on to the frame, which is the cut and emboss frame. So when you talk about all these different items that you've got so much that you can work from. You just mentioned it there, Ben, perfectly. Absolutely. There's still a load in that collection that you're going to be able to make some beautiful things with. So we'll run that through. Now this is a cut and emboss folder. So a cut and emboss folder is a standard folder with the embossing detail, and it's just your 2 clear cutting plates. The exception to the rule there is that you can add a metal shim to give it an extra bit of crunch, an extra bit of extra bit of embossing detail. Yeah. But it still works without, and it cuts out that lovely frame. Ink up, and when you ink it up, you'll see the pattern when you ink it. I've just used Frosty Jade and I think if I remember right, rightly, a bit of pink tulip blended with, and I think I've used. Let me just see, because I've wrote it down today because I wanted to make sure I remembered it. I think it's plum jam and green topaz. Again, looks absolutely delicious, and it pops it, makes it pop. I'm going to pop some foam pads just onto the back, just to give this a little bit of a lift. Okay. So I'm just going to grab my foam pads. There we go. And pop this in. Is it me, or is it 100 degrees in this room?
It's warm today.
I'm gonna have to go in a second, put the fan on, because I am really. Thank you.
I'm just checking the radiators.
I'm gonna have to lift the fan up so that I can feel it, Ben, because it's either me and my. But what did Craig say? It was red hot in here.
It was freezing yesterday. He kept putting his coat on.
It was what?
He kept putting his coat on in between demos.
He kept putting his coat on. Yeah. Bless his little heart. I'm the opposite today, Ben, and I'm literally. I've steamed that much so. I've steamed up, and I'm just gonna have to have a second.
That's all right.
Just for a second, because
is that the right angle for you?
That's the right angle, because then I can keep dropping in it. I think, do you know what I think it is? I don't think it's just that.
It's what you say? What?
Full Diana Ross. Do you know where she does this and that?
Oh yeah.
One shot. Do you know, like when that moment where she's everything blowing at me? Look at this. Feel like I'm on Titanic there.
Right there.
Oh. I can hear Johnny singing in his ear. Oh, God, that boy. Oh, dear. Do you know what I think it is, though? I think it's the age thing.
Oh,
I don't think it's the temperature of the room. I think it's the age thing. You know, the thing that begins with a as Safi would say. She's learning all the words.
Yeah.
Yes, it's that.
Are you all right? Do you want me to read a few
okay
comments?
now. No, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Thank you so much for helping me out there. Because
I'm warm now after running around the studio.
Now then, this beautiful die. It's a really big die as well, Ben. 5 inches by 2.5. Absolutely gorgeous die. Now, I'm not going to run those through because you've seen me do it a couple of times, but I wanted to use some of that gorgeous matte mirror cardstock and the white because I wanted a couple of those feathers because they're going to stick underneath in a second, but I need something to, I need something just there.
Right.
So I had to use her.
Of course.
She had to be used. Razor glass.
Right, chin
Razor
chin.
glass. Lovely stamp set. And again, rather than me stamp it all, she is divine.
Yeah.
You're going to have the time of your life colouring her. Now, you don't need a die to fussy cut that out because you can just take your scissors once you've coloured it in and colour her up. And I've gone with, and if you've noticed with the kind of colours that I've used, I've got the greens and the plum jams. So I've chosen colours that complement that because I'm going to sit her behind the back of my frame. So she's going to sit just under there. So that's why I just left this little bit just underneath. And I'm going to, let me just pop a little bit of, in fact, I'll tell you what, I'll use a foam pad again.
Yeah.
Thank you for the fan, Ben. It's made a world of difference.
Welcome.
A world of difference.
Always happy to help.
Thank you.
Can I just ask, or Candy's just asked, can you emboss acetate?
Yes, you can.
Good.
Absolutely. I tell you what would look lovely, heavyweight acetate. So if you use an heavyweight acetate, absolutely use that. It will look divine, especially if you use it on boxes or, you know, behind your shaker cards to give it an extra bit of element, you know, an element there. So I'm just going to now pop my feathers just behind the back and I'm going to have both of those colours. So let's come in with one tape just underneath.
Oh, Carol Ann says, bless Ben, looking after Debbie. And Carol says, Ben, you are a wonderful TV husband.
Yes, he is.
I look after all the team when I can, but particularly my Debbie. If she's too hot, I'm going to get the fan out.
Too hot to handle,
If she's too cold, I'll run and get me coat. Too hot to handle, did you just say?
I am, yeah, too hot to handle. Hey, bless you. Oh, honestly, it's happening to me a lot of late. I'm going to use chin chin.
Chin chin.
Because now then, let's. I'm like.
Left.
There.
Oh, actually, the middle looks. Yeah. No.
Middle. Charlotte, say middle.
Oh,
we'll go with the middle.
Says, then.
Although I wish I'd lifted her up a little bit higher now. Just hang on a minute, because I like the hand on the hip. Let me just pop that there.
Can we all bring back the saying chin chin, please, rather than saying cheers? I really like that.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Chin chin. Chin chin. We do still say chin chin, don't we?
I don't. But everyone does. Everyone goes cheers, don't they? Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Chin chin. We should bring it back.
Now I've taken some of those lovely sequins. Because what I've done with it, and I'll just bring it in rather than me try and stick them all on, but I've just used them as embellishments. So instead of me normal, which you'll always see me use, which are things like our gems, I've used the sequins to add those as those extra embellishments. But what a beautiful, beautiful collection. And even with the remainders there, Ben, even with those remainders that are left, is it a 9-piece, did we say?
Yeah, 9-piece set.
Even with those 9 pieces, that's what I've used here. I haven't used anything else. And the only thing that different was that background paper and obviously the gold cardstock and multi-purpose cardstock. You are going to get still a lot of use out of those 9 hardware pieces that you are going to be able to use and create some beautiful projects with. All, of course, inspired by those Roaring Twenties.
Absolutely. It's such a lovely card, such a great project and such a great collection. As you said, we can't offer you the full collection, but we can offer you this 9-piece set, and I know many of you are buying it today. I'll just quickly show you everything that you're going to be getting again. You're still going to make that saving of almost, what was it, £12.40, $15.91. Platinum price is just here. you will get those gilding flakes, the gilding flake kit in there actually. So this is, I think, a really important part to have. I'm glad that we've still got it because you want to bling up and really give that sort of pizzazz and jazz to your Roaring Twenties collection. So you've got the ability to do that there. There's that beautiful Art Deco frame that you see in that gorgeous cut and emboss folder. 3D embossing as well, courtesy of that floral deco folder that you're going to receive within the collection. 2 beautiful stamp sets. So we've seen the razor glass there. There she is, Debbie, drinking her favourite tipple. What is your favourite tipple? Is it Bailey's?
Well, yes,
Not in a glass like that, though.
No. I like a bit of Archer's as well. Archer's is my other favourite tipple.
Oh, okay.
Actually, though, wouldn't Baby Sham suit it better? Wouldn't Baby Sham? Because he did mention it, but did he still sell Baby Sham?
I don't know.
Yeah, either that or a bit of champagne.
What was Baby Sham?
A very sweet, sickly drink.
Oh, okay.
But one that you used to drink, do you know, when you were younger, Ben? When you were younger.
Yeah.
Thank you, sparkling
Perry.
Yeah, beautiful.
But anyway, there's Debbie having a little drink. There's me and Debbie there, look, together forever.
Aww.
And there's that beautiful scallop shell that you saw, absolutely stunning. The detail is second to none, and then some really, really beautiful dies to finish off. That Showgirl, I think, one of the most beautiful dies that we've done, not just in this collection, but across all of the Sarah signatures. I absolutely love it. Alongside her, you've got the little dancing couple there, the Charleston couple, and then that beautiful feather, that fancy feather, which, as we said, not only is this going to be great to make with projects with this collection, but of course across other projects. And a lot of you have been chatting about the Masquerade Ball and things like the Peacock collection too. Absolutely right. Lots of cross-pollination with a die like that. £39.62 if you're platinum, or $50.91 if you're shopping with us in the US and you're a platinum member. Just want to quickly show you a couple of brand new buddy bags that launched week before last. 50 bonus points on these as well. Now, if you want to get these individually, you can. However, it's better to jump in and grab both of these, because if you get Chastity and Faylene, you're going to get 50 extra bonus points, and then look at the savings. So it's £20.78 or $23.98. So brand new. If you love the buddy bag system, you absolutely need to go for these. Get these in your life. This first one is Chastity. So basically, you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 of your plastic trays, basically sized to hold up to 28 of your square ink pads or 12 small pots. As you can see, she comes with the usual hook and mesh system there to keep everything nice and safe. But I flip that around for you. You've also got in there 4 of those sturdy insert trays. Pop those together yourself when you get this back, and it will hold up to 7 ink pads. So you can see in there we've got a selection of our ink pads. So this is just an idea of the kind of things that you can pop in there, and obviously it's been designed specifically to hold those ink pads. However, you can do whatever you want. You can store in there whatever you like. I mean, in this drawer here, we've popped in some of our blending sponges, some of our little refills for our blending tools, and even in the end one here, we've just popped in some of our tubs of the gilding flakes as well. So it's entirely up to you, but if it's ink pads you want to store in there, you can pop in up to 28 of those. And isn't it nice again that it's an actual great way to kind of carry your products around, but then a great way to kind of dispense them, because you've got the 4 little trays there. You just simply pull out with a hole on the front. Then when you're ready to travel again, pop it back together, and you've got that handle on the side to carry these around with too. Clear, of course, so you can see what's in there. White clean as well. That one is Chastity. And then the other brand new one is Faylene. Faylene, 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 Faylene. She's designed to hold up to 11 6x6 paper and card pads. Doesn't quite scan that, does it? But that's what she's designed for. She's got the flap either side, look, double flaps, side flaps and front flap to keep everything nice and safe. I mean, you can see in it, we've popped in a couple of our 6x6 pads, popped in some of our cardstock as well, just to show you that is capacious, as Leanne would say. Plenty of space in there. So yeah, sorry, I was thinking 11 6x6 paper and card pads that will hold. I reckon that might hold more, you know. I reckon it might. But anyway, again, you can pop in there whatever you want. If it's particular projects that you're working on, I always think these are great, particularly when you get pads like this and you've used a few of the papers, and then if you're kind of storing these not in a buddy bag, there's the chance that they might get dog-eared or torn. This is a great way to ensure that they don't. Once again, you've got the plastic insert in there as well, so if things do get bashed around a bit, all your papers and card are going to stay in there nice and secure. And once again, really, really brilliant for just travelling with. Pop the sides down, pop the front down with that hook and mesh system, and then you can carry that around with you. Once again, you've got the little handle on the side, so if you're storing these together on a shelf, for example, nice and easy to take off. You can see what's in there. They're white clean as well, and they are brand new to the Totally Tiffany buddy bag range, Chastity and Faylene.
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 Beautiful.
Can't help myself. Can't help myself. I love that song, but obviously it's not with...
No, it's Jolene.
Jolene.
£20.78 if you missed them, $23.98 if you're platinum and shopping in the US, and look at that, 50 bonus points as well. We've held the deal from when we launched these just a little while back, so grab those whilst you can. We've got so much to show you. Thankfully, we've got 2 more shows and another hour of this one to bring everything to you. If you want to see everything that we've brought to you this month, it is all there for you on Shop the Day, so do hit up the website, and whilst you are on the website, don't forget as well, it is Tuesday, and it is a $10 Tuesday today as well, so do check out all of the deals that are there. There are some fabulous ones, but things already beginning to sell out. We're going to give you a little bit of time to check out your baskets, and we'll come back with more fun and frolics, and I'll go and put my teeth in about 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami.
I've got some...
What you lot like. We know what you're up to. We've seen you screenshotting the show and putting pictures on the Armour Crafters Companion Facebook page. We know our spies are everywhere. What you like. That is funny though, the picture that you put up of, so if you weren't watching earlier on, Debbie and I recreated the that famous pose from Titanic. It's supposed to be...
if I'd have known they were going to screenshot it, I'd have posed better.
Me too. Not really Leo and Kate, are we? It looks like I'm giving Debbie the Heimlich manoeuvre, doesn't it?
God.
That's what it's more like. Yeah, you're Pierce Brosnan and I'm Robin Williams. That's what it's more like. It's so funny.
Oh,
do you want to see it?
God.
Look at that.
The little comics.
Look at
oh,
that.
my God, let me have a look.
That's not Titanic, is it? Not really. The conga, Johnny says. Do, do, do. Come on and do the conga. Do, do, do. A train across the floor. Hey, do, do, do.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh. You know, you said I said I wasn't hot. I am now. Wowzers.
Your missus in watching.
Can you imagine? Explain that one away.
What are you doing at work? What are you doing at work, Ben?
I get home tonight, she'll be sat like that. Anything you want to tell me? What is this? We were just doing the conga.
Oh, that has made my morning. Oh, dear Lord. If I weren't hot before, I'm even hotter now.
Dear, oh dear. 55 minutes into the day. What are we going to be like at this time in about 7 hours? Dear, oh dear. You guys posed great, says Christine Mahoney. Well, that is a matter of opinion, isn't it? Right.
Oh, God. Back in the room, Ben. Back in the room.
Back to craft. Wow. Got some content for the wrap up there. Tell you what, Christine's posted more pics.
Tell her to stop. Tell her to stop.
Stop posting pictures. What's this next one of?
Oh, God.
Don't stop and do anything.
No, I'm going to behave.
Yeah.
I'm behaving. We're professionals, Ben. We're professionals.
We are. Professional what's though? I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look at these 3D embossing folders and nesting dies. Leanne and I launched these a few weeks back to much applause. You guys absolutely love these because what they afford you to do is the possibility to create, again, the most beautiful cards in one swift go, because you've got the beautiful embossing folder and then within that a whole host of nesting dies that will fit perfectly. I don't know what they're laughing at. I'll have to have a look in a minute. Oh, do I? Has Debbie got it? Sorry, Debbie is absolutely... Oh, no! Oh, no! That is... What? I mean... What is that picture? Oh, I don't know. I've just got a very expressive face. What can I say? Look at Debbie. I think the one before that. Let me just get the one before that. Is probably a better picture.
Oh God!
I don't know. I mean, look at my face in that one. I mean.
I can't see anything. Oh,
can you imagine if the boss is tuning in now? And we have to explain that one away. What were you doing there? Oh, dear. Anyway, let's get that off the screen and delete. What does it say?
Oh, God, I can't breathe.
Reenacting the Titanic, true TV wife/husband. Ben coming to Debbie's hot rescue, it says. Wow. How do you report a post in a group to get it taken down? No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. That is very funny. Thank you. Serves us right for mucking about, doesn't it, really? Serves us right for mucking about.
Oh, God. Oh.
I tell you what, I've got my wrap-up sorted today. I don't have to look for anything else for the rest of the week.
Oh, dear Lord.
Right, as I was saying about the 3D embossing folders, aren't they brilliant, the fact that you've got the nesting dies included as well, so you can obviously create some really, really beautiful central pieces within your cards themselves, whether you want to just add a little butterfly on there, maybe from the timeless butterflies yesterday, maybe you want to pop in a little sentiment in there as well. These, of course, you can use individually. Lovely to have little nesting die sets, individual of the actual embossing folder itself, but such a great concept is this. And you've got 4 beautiful designs. So that is the diamond. This one here is that gorgeous rectangle. Then you've got the stunning oval. And again, obviously, we've done these in on white card with some different colours. Think how gorgeous these are going to be on your darker cardstock, on like your matte black cardstock, using a little bit of your gilding wax over the top as well. They are absolutely amazing. All 4 of those, so 4 embossing folders, 16 dies in total, for just £28.77 or $37.30. Absolutely amazing. Love the comments coming through as well. Thank you, everybody. I think you love the crafting as much as the fun. Diana says, OMG, my stomach is hurting. And Bonnie Fannenstiel on Facebook says, it makes my day to start the day with a chuckle. I think that's probably, I mean, we laugh here, don't we? We laugh, but I think that's the most I have laughed in quite some while. I am not crossing over the studio at any point for the rest of the day today. I'm staying here
Yes.
for fear of more pictures being posted. Let's get back to the crafting.
Yes.
Look at me being the sensible one.
Yes, let's.
Tell me why you love these embossing folders and the nesting dice so much.
Well, I love embossing folders just purely because they change a piece of plain cardstock into something really sensational. You've got these pretty patterns, but then not only that, you've got the dies, the accent dies that are going to enable you to create your centerpieces. We often get told when we do a framed embossing folder, they don't know what to do, or people will say, I'm a little bit lost, what can I do? Well, we've taken that hard work away for you by bringing these accent dies, so you can create those stunning centerpieces. Take your inks. I mean, these that Bianca have done are just absolutely gorgeous with the colours, and it's just our water reactive ink pads that she's done, but you can take it into your different styles of card making as well. Use those accent dies to their full potential, because literally these are your gorgeous nesting dies that are going to sit in the middle but then create apertures as well. So these are the beautiful samples that Bianca's done. However, I'm going to use it to create a beautiful centerpiece of a box.
Amazing.
So I'm going to bring in some water reactive cardstock. I'm trying to keep myself straight and the narrow here, Ben, but it's rather difficult when I've got tears in my eyes.
I just panicked a bit then, because obviously I read all of my messages coming through on a WhatsApp group that we've got, and there's another WhatsApp group, and I've just seen Sarah is typing. It's not in our group though, it's in another group.
That's okay then, that's okay. Now, yes, absolutely.
When I panic is when I see Laura is typing, that's when I'll panic more.
Right, so this is a 3D folder. Now, a 3D folder, as we've talked about often, but for anybody new joining, it is made of a thicker plastic, and also what you'll feel is one raised side, so you run your fingers across, this is the raised, and then the other side, it's where it digs in, so it's recessed in, or it's got the groove. The groove for the raised bits to stick into. And the reason we've done it that way is so that you know that when you've got a cardstock of colour or, you know, a cardstock with like a pattern on, that you want it to raise through, so you'd pop it on this side so it raises and pushes through the other side.
Yeah.
So that's how that would work. Now, we could have done these as a cut and emboss folder. However, you wouldn't have got all these dies.
No.
And you wouldn't be able to achieve all the different looks. Now, what I'm going to do for mine is I'm actually going to use one of the dies to create a little bit of an aperture. So you've got 4 dies to choose from. And I just wanted to draw, and that's all I've done, is I've drawn around the inside because I'm going to do a little bit of an inky background. Now, you can, of course, do the entirety of that as an inky background and then use the embossing folder to go over the top and so. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to create my inky background very quickly using some of our water reactive ink pads, Holly Leaf and oh my God, I'll start again. Holly Leaf,
yes,
and Lemon Tonic. So I'm going to pop a couple of those colours just onto there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spritz them, and then I'm going to take my water brush and give it a little bit of a splash. However, I want this to be wet. So this is watercolour cardstock, so I'm going to spritz it first with a little bit of water just over the top, and that'll make this bit a little bit easier. So I'm going to come in now and I'm going to bring in a little bit of water, and I'm going to pick up and I'm just going to do a little bit of a splashing technique all over.
Lovely.
The more water you add, the more you will see it like literally turn into fireworks, and exactly the same with the yellow as well. So I'm just going to come in with a little bit of a tissue just over the top. I found Michelle's pot.
Michelle's pot.
Michelle's pot. It's something I'd always do. I do it a lot, but not thankfully on air like our lovely Michelle did, poor love. But literally all I'm doing is giving that a little splash all over. I love that green, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
We're from the Christmas colours, that green. Don't use it very often, but I thought it looked really lovely and complement what I'm going to be using as well in terms of papers.
Yeah.
Now you can see that's just given me that little bit of an inky splash background, and then you'll dry that off, and then you'll be able to, and you can do it one of two ways. So you can dry that off and then run the embossing folder through there and then use it over the top, or you can do it the other way as well. So you can actually dry that off and then die cut with one of your accent dies to create the bit of the aperture, and then we can emboss it as well. Neither way is the right or the wrong way. I know I've often heard people say when you've used that and then you run it through the embossing folder and then you put the die through, it'll flatten the pattern.
Yeah.
It won't flatten it, I can promise you. I've done many of demonstrations with these now, and I know for a fact that won't do that. I'm going to leave that for another way of using that later.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm going to pop that in now. I'm going to remember where the raised element is, and on this particular set, the Gemini wording is on the back, so you know that that's the embossed side. And then you can see it's being placed over, so it fits perfectly over the top.
Yeah.
And then we're going to run that through our emboss folder. So you've got 2 ways of being able to do it. So there's no right, there's no wrong. What you just need to remember is a 3D folder. So 3D folder is, of course, clear cutting plate, magnetic shim, plastic shim on the top, run that through.
Yes.
Absolutely super easy to do and very effective either way. So I've done it both ways. I wanted to show you that you can do it this way because I had a lot of feedback when I did a launch of it down somewhere else at Hobby Maker.
Yeah.
I got a feedback saying, but doesn't it squash when you use the dye? No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
And it really, really, truly doesn't. And then you can see I've got my lovely inky background, and then what I'm going to do is just take the 2 inks that I've used, and I'm just going to bring in, let me bring in an ink dauber. And then we're going to ink around, and I'll mix a bit of the colours up, and that's just to emphasise that lovely embossed detail over the top. And then again, I'll come in, I love this green, I'm going to use that green because this green is just divine. Look at that green. Oh,
yes.
It's just beautiful. And it's just now picking up over that raised area, but by bringing in both, you can see it just matches that lovely splashy inky background with the colours on top afterwards.
Yeah.
Just make it so, it really is beautiful. And again, so easy to achieve these looks. It's incredibly easy to achieve these looks. It really is. Let me just stop this because I don't know what's going off here today, but I've had every mother and every mother and their auntie ringing me.
That's probably James Cameron wanting to do a remake of Titanic. Probably who it was. Hollywood are on the phone now. They've seen the pictures.
I've just seen the pictures. Oh, God, love Christmas. Christine, I love her. Oh dear. Right, so that is now beautifully, beautifully embossed, beautifully inked with very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And then all I've done with this one, Ben, is I've just matted and laid it onto some textured cardstock.
Yeah.
And then just using the die again, you can create your aperture frame. And you can see all of that, I mean, lends itself to adding now gilding wax, gilding flakes.
Yeah.
You can accent it with gilding flakes. I've just popped a little couple of gems down in the bottom because where it's going to sit on top of my box. So I've cut my box, and I'll give you the measurements to this because it is 10 inches by 7.5, and I've gone in at, I think I did an inch and a half all the way around. I've got my box lids, my box base, which will stick together in a second, and then using the largest of the die, and the reason I've done it on the largest of the die there is so that that fits over the top and it doesn't show. So you can see now you can use your accent dies to create so many different things and so many different techniques as well. So I'm going to pop my glue on. I'm actually going to use some daisy, and this is why I chose these colours, because I'm using, do you know the Delightful Daisy pad?
Yeah.
Got to be done. Got to be done. Using some of those strips. And I think, if I remember rightly, we still have some of the daisies. I think. I'm going to produce, pad. Producer Johnny, I think he's going to double check for me because this was the one that I thought we'd got in stock. I do a little search on me, do you know when I'm doing my prep? I do a little search on the website to see which paper pads we've got in stock. I mean, sometimes you can't help but reuse things that we've had out in the past.
12 by 12 was gone. I think there might be some of the smaller one. And just whilst we're looking, Bonnie's just asked, yes, Debbie, 6 by 6
is it gone now? Oh, Jenno.
I think it was last week. It's only probably just gone recently.
Yeah.
But Bonnie's just saying, Debbie, if you use the embossing mat, would you get a more detailed emboss versus the magnetic mat?
You wouldn't use the embossing mat. So in terms of the, for embossing, because it's an embossing folder, the only plates that you'll be using is those three. If you've got too much of an embossed detail, I will take this one out and perhaps pop your metal shim onto the top. But this, it wouldn't affect, it wouldn't do anything, to be fair. That's for embossing dies, you know, your die cut. So I wouldn't use that for your embossing in terms of your embossing folders, so your plastic folders. If you've got too much pressure, just those two on their own. But the recommended plate sandwich is those three for a 3D embossing folder. So I hope that answers, what was the lovely lady's name?
It was Bonnie.
Bonnie, I hope that answered Bonnie's question. And if I've got that wrong, just let us know. Yeah.
Good question.
It is a good question. And there's no right or wrong questions, no daft questions or anything like that. There's only the right questions, isn't there?
That's it. Fire them in. Whatever you want to ask us, we will
So I'm going to pop on the back now some acetate because it's going to be a lovely gift box.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pop just around the outside my glue. And then attach that to the back. And now I can pop these panels together. Now I've popped it all. There we go. And then literally now I've got the box lid all covered, and then I'll pop on the end. I will decorate it with my beautiful piece, and I'll make sure that I've got that in the right way.
Wow.
There we go, like so. So you can see now how it all comes together, and now you can create that little aperture. I'm just going to stick my base together first. So let's pop that.
Whilst you're sticking, Bonnie says nesting dies are a basic for any crafter, especially with embossing folders.
Yes.
And Alicia Gordon says, Debbie and Ben are giving me joy this morning.
Aww.
Thank you for so much of the positive vibes.
Yes, and we might need some witness statements.
Oh, yes.
Later on,
yes.
when we get a call from the boss, whichever boss that is.
Probably all of them.
Probably all of them.
Yeah. What on earth were you playing at?
Oh, dear. You came to me rescue, Ben. That's what it was. You came to me rescue.
I'm like a knight in shining armour.
Of course, that's exactly what you were. My knight in shining armour. So I'm just going to pop my box lid and base together, so I'll pop that down like so, and then I'm going to just attach that now onto the back. And you know, you could actually lift that if you wanted to create a little bit more depth by some foam pads, but I'll keep it nice and flat, and then we're going to come in with lastly, so that those accent dies, I did say, you're going to be able to use in so many different ways, not only for your apertures, not only for your nesting dies. So with those examples that I showed you at the beginning, had them going into the centre. What do you do when you've got a little bit of a gift box going off? Well, you're going to make yourself a little tag. So using those dies, I've just cut, and that's the 3 smallest ones, and then popped a little hello, and I'm just going to attach that to the top corner of my box. like so. And have that like a bit like a swinging tag, because you could then pop a little bit of white onto the back and then gift that to whoever it is that you're gifting it to.
Yeah.
And then just finishing that off with a little, and I think I have to use where's my chunky glue gone?
Sarah had that yesterday. Oh, it's
I'm
sorry,
just
it's
thinking,
yours.
have I got it? I've got, where have I put mine? Oh. I'll have to find Sarah's because mine's disappeared out my bag. Just bear with me, Ben.
Whilst you're looking, Michelle just says, thank you guys for the showstopper. I'm building up my water reactive ink set. Need to buy more. I think that's the showstopper for the new magazine, isn't it? Talking about showstoppers, we'll show you another one in just a few moments' time, because we do have just a few left of the various showstoppers that we brought you over the course of the month. As I said, we're going to try and get through as much as we can over the course of the shows, but hit the shop the day button to see everything in case we don't get there. Got to say, this is gorgeous. I'm loving the colour combo there, Debbie,
yeah,
as well.
just because, well, obviously, when I looked on the website, the jersey was there. However, it's not there now. However, you can use it with any. And then just complement, and this is how I always work. I always choose my papers and then my inks around it, not the other way around, because it's easier to find something that matches when you've got the colour that you're working with. And then that's where I chose, because of the greens and the golds and the yellows. I just thought that looked really lovely. And of course, those accent dyes to use however you want to use them, to create the apertures if you want to create an aperture, or to create your tags, or simply to sit them in the middle as well. But absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I adore these. I think they're fabulous. I love the accent dye added edition and separate. I like the fact that it's separate, because we could have gone down that traditional route of a cut and emboss folder, and we didn't want to do that because we limit you and your creativity with a cut and emboss folder. Yes, they're fabulous, yes, they're brilliant, and yes, they'll do all the things that an embossing folder will do. But by adding the dyes in separately gives you endless possibilities and lots of creativity, which is why they're a firm favourite in the new launch that we did this month.
Absolutely right. Shadai just said, may I have 4 apple scones in that box, please, and thanks, Debbie.
Yes,
Nice,
absolutely.
Absolutely right. And Caroline Hanley just saying, nice little touch with the tag. Lois saying, very pretty gift box. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Yes, if you want to get this collection, there it is, £28.77 or $37.30. A really lovely set and super, super usable as well, combining how great 3D embossing folders are with your craft, and then also the brilliant nesting dies, of course, too. So a really lovely set in which you're getting that diamond, you're getting the beautiful rectangle, you've got your oval included in there too, and then to finish off the collection you have the square. It's actually 4 embossing folders, 3D embossing folders, and 16 dies that you're getting in total. 10% saving, so price that you paid at launch, it's $28.77 if you're platinum, or $37.30. Some other items just to quickly recap on that have been proving very, very popular indeed. Look at this bad boy. Yes, it is our Store It All multi-pocket binder, the next kind of binder, if you like, as far as our storage is concerned, because you've had our small and large stamp and die folder storage. This, as I mentioned on launch, is the Arnold Schwarzenegger of folders. Look at the size of that bad boy. It's your multi-pocket binder, so designed in the same sort of colours and way that you've seen our previous folders. Got that comfortable handle there, got the zip detailing around the outside, but then when you open it up you'll see it's much bigger, it's capacious, because inside you're housing all of these pockets. Now, there are the ability here to be able to actually store so many different things. I mean, we've got pens in here, we've got tape, we've got some glossy highlights, we've got glues, we've got foam pads. Each of the actual pockets themselves pulls out, so if you don't want to take the full folder with you, you don't have to. And each of the sets, you've got 4 zippers, so again you can house lots of different things in there, all see-through, so you know exactly what's in there, all wipe clean as well. But I just think it's a great way, again, particularly if you don't have like a designated craft room, to house all of these different bits and pieces. And as I said, all of the central panels do pop out as well. So, you know, in this one we've got some of our ink pads, we've got some beads in there, tape pens, got some of our blending sponges in there too. What else have we popped in here? Oh, there we go. Open this one up. You've got some of your replacement heads for your blending tools, die brush tool, sparkle pens, even some of your plates as well for your mini. It's just absolutely brilliant. And you know what? If you just decided you want to have those out and just house some of your pads in here, some of your papers, you could absolutely do that too. But it's a great way of organising all of your crafty goodies. And once again, we've held the deal on this that we gave you at launch. So it's $39.99, $47.96 and 50 bonus points, which is incredible. Maybe you've already picked up one of these and you love it so much you want to come back and get another one, or maybe you've not seen them yet and you're thinking, that's a rather good idea. I'll have me one of them. Grab it today, $39.99 or $47.96, plus you've got your 50 bonus points on there too. Also returning, was this a couple of weeks ago now? The Shimmer ink pads. These, you guys absolutely snapped up like they were going out of style. Remember, these launched back on birthday, launched, sold out, launched again, sold out, got them back in, sold out, and then we didn't really have the full collection up until about a week or so ago, and you guys have grabbed these once again. These are absolutely beautiful, giving you that wonderful pearlescent metallic sheen, and just a lovely, beautiful array of colours. You know, the pads themselves, again, designed in such a way that if you want to take the pad to your cardstock straight away, you can do those bigger, bolder sweeps of colour, you know, to create your own gorgeous cardstock. And indeed, if you just want to use the other end, you've got that kind of like fine tip for getting into those finer detailed areas. We can offer you all 10 of the colours still. We did manage to get a large amount of the stock back in. So you've got the sugar plum in here, you've got Queen Bee, you've got the beautiful raspberry, peach rose. Oh, this one I remember was popular when we relaunched these. The lime soda absolutely flew out of the door, because you can buy these individually if you want to go down that route. You've then got your tropic blue as well. That one very, very popular also. You've got your toffee apple. You've got the starry sky. Ooh, frosty mint. Let's have a little bit of a look at that. Gorgeous. And then lastly, in the set of 10 is that amethyst. So all 10 of those back in stock. Stock up on these whilst we've got them. They are £43.13 or $57.53. Now, simple creator cards launched last week. These first time I've seen them actually, and what a great idea once again, giving you the ability to not only create the most beautiful cards, but then you've got the extra dies there as well to create that layered effect, to create toppers, sentiments, whatever you want to do with them. Absolutely brilliant once again that we're giving you like the combination of kind of different styles of craft, if you like. 6 dies you're going to get here, or 6 sets should I say, for $54.37 or $63.84. Here are all of the different designs. So you've got your rose garden in there. Then you've got the beautiful, different sizes of course here as well. Oh, the Dainty Doodles. What a lovely name.
It reminds me of the Christmas lights. Do you know your bulbs?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I know Craig said like spirograph it reminds him of, but I look at that and see Christmas lights.
And isn't this a cool idea?
I love,
to have the layered effect
honestly,
in the centre?
yeah, for me, these are possibly, and we've got, I mean, I said this, and I know Leanne, because I said to Craig, speak to Leanne when you see her, on the Monday when they did the launch, because I said, why are they called simple? They're anything but simple. They are sensational. They are the most, I personally think these are the most detailed and most different ways that you can use our creator card ranges because of those additional dies. And for me, that's what makes these a great big winner. Honestly, they're just divine. Craig and Leanne launched them up here. I launched them down at Hobby Maker. Let me tell you, we set the world on fire because everybody loved them because of just how creative you can get with them. They're beautiful. They're anything but simple. They are stunning. Leanne and her team, oh my God, they have done a corker with the latest range of our creator cards.
Those are all the different designs that you're going to get right there. And like you said, so many different things that you can do here with this collection. I love the fact, again, that you've got the outer dice. If you want to cut out panels, you can, or go straight into your card. And you've got all these other dies here as well. Like you said, loads and loads of different ways to be able to use these. That's just the dies on their own for $54.37 or $63.84. We'll show you the showstopper on the screen. So the showstopper includes some other goodies as well. So basically what you're going to get is two water reactive ink pads and a tape pen included as well, and you're paying just an extra $5 to get your hands on those. So
well, the ink pads are $5.99 each.
I know. I worked out, I didn't do it, I stopped prepping, I don't know why. Oh, the dog was bothering me, that's what it was. UK, £16 worth of extra goodies for an extra $5. So it's incredible, really. $58.37 or $67.84, as you can see, just £5, $5 more if you are going for that showstopper. So probably the way to go to pick up the ink pads and the tape pen too. Have you got some? Oh, you have got some.
I have, yeah. I'm going to go demo as well because I adore these. They are, they are absolutely gorgeous. I will talk about creator cards till the cows come home because I adore creator cards. If I should have a middle name, Debbie Creator Card Deb, because honestly, I love them. I love them. I gave myself a right middle name there.
You did.
But honestly, just fabulous. So much creativity, so much fabulousness about these because of that word creator card, but creator card and some. So I'm just going to show you a few and then I'm going to show you how easy they are to use as well. I think where they've gone with a simple line is it's been a lovely simple design, but it's intricate. It's perfect for your paper piecing and for your colouring. It's perfect for stenciling through. This is a gorgeous one Bianca's done, and then so a stencil on the front using those dies to create that lovely topper on the front, and then she's created a wow factor in the middle because you can. You've got so many different ways. Look at this one Nicola did. One of my favourites. I love this.
Oh, wow.
I absolutely love. That's
incredible.
That card. It's simple, it's stunning, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, and the kind of thing that you can be creating as well. Paper piecing. Look at the paper piece one. Absolutely incredible. What about using things like... Look at that background. Isn't that just divine? Using our gilding flakes. But again, so many different ways that you're going to be able to use these, so many different configurations in terms of your cards. That one's really muted, simple and stunning because it's just got the background with a bit of the wisteria paper behind the back. Looks absolutely gorgeous.
Incredible.
Honestly, they've done a cracking job with samples, and this is just a few of the ways that you can use them, and maybe as the day goes on we'll show you some more ways that you can use them as well. I'll show you my little take. I'm going to keep it nice and simple for the first one, and this is the beauty of this creator card. I remember when back in the day that creator cards were one die.
Yeah.
There were nothing else. It was just one die. Beautiful, did its job, ran it through, created a card instantly. And then started moving into like, we'll split it up into two dies. We'll chop it in half and we'll do little extra bits. And then we've started moving them on and moving on. And the technology is getting so much so now that you've got opportunities like this. Because these dies, that is one frame. Pop that in, it cuts into the cardstock. Take that out, it cuts into the cardstock with nothing else. But then you've got all these to play around with. So you can then create another aperture within that frame. You can then add that as a mat and a layer, that as a mat and layer. Or you can create a little frame that goes in. Or you can create a bigger frame that goes in the centre, so you've got more of a white space area for your aperture. But then you could go even more so because you've got another die that's even smaller, Ben. So you can then create another frame inside there, and then you've got this bigger frame area. Of course, you could be a die cut piece. That's the bit that stays connected into your cardstock. Then you've got these dies that can create your mats and your layers that will sit on top of each other that you can then play around with and create different ways and different cuts. Honestly, these are absolutely fabulous. I adore them. Have we done a craft along with this yet, producer Johnny?
Don't know if it's...
I wonder who's got this one. Not that I'm jealous.
You're keeping your fingers crossed it's you?
I don't think it's me. I genuinely don't think it's me. I can see someone's been cutting acetate in this one because they've left a little bit of acetate behind in the back. Terrible. They've not cleaned it out. What are they like? What are they like, Ben? It will affect me cuts. However, I'll be able to clear that out just a second. But that just shows you the power. I'm so pleased that somebody has die cut it with acetate because it does show you the power of the Gemini, and we talk about it saying that it does these things. It's nice to show it. So someone's clearly done that, but I just need to get out those little extra pieces, if you don't mind, Ben. Have you got a second so I can clean it?
I was just looking as well through my, I'll have a look in a minute, through my list of items. Oh no, you've got a craft along coming up in March, end of March.
Yep.
What's that one?
Oh, well, would you believe this?
Oh, Secret Garden.
Would you believe that? I know, I was so shocked. Do you know why?
Yeah.
We forgot to do one.
Oh, really?
We forgot to do a Secret Garden craft along, so I've been given the task of creating a Secret Garden craft along.
Well, there we go.
Absolutely.
March the 23rd, in case you want to pop that one into your diary. How did we forget that one?
I don't know, honestly. Do you know what? I think it might have been because it was near birthday. What, April?
Oh, yes.
I wonder when. Yeah, it's just so weird, isn't it? Oh, you mean this one? Sorry, Johnny. Sorry, Johnny.
I can't see anything on my rotor for this.
Right.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Debbie F has the craft
has Debbie
along
got it?
on the simple Create a card.
I'm pretty sure Debs will come up with something really beautiful. She really will. All I'm going to say, Debbie, is that if the die isn't clean when you come to use it, please don't blame me because I'm cleaning mine out. I don't know who's used this die prior to me, but they haven't cleaned it out. The little dirty devils, but I'll forgive them. I know, tusk, tusk, tusk. Right, so I've got myself a card blank. Now, this card blank actually measures in at, and I always do this, shy of 6 by 6, so it fits inside a 6 by 6 envelope or box. So it's 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. I'm going to use the frame to cut into the cardstock, so you'll see straight away that will now cut in. And I am using the fabulous Pretty Petals because I love this design. And I'm going to hold that down with a little bit of low tack tape while I run it through my Gemini machine. I am going to use my Gemini Junior plates. I think I'll get away with this one. Okay. Yeah, of course I will. And I'm going to use that now and run that through the machine. Now, like I said, endless possibility. I can't wait to see actually what Debbie's going to come up with.
Yeah.
Because there is just so many creative possibilities. I've already seen some lovely makes that people have been sharing on our crafting community, which is always lovely to see. And then I'm just going to lift that off. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Debs comes up with.
How far out do you plan a craft along out of interest? Or how long does it take you to actually...
It depends on my work schedule. So I've got, so I can't do anything this week.
No.
For the crafting projects because I'm so busy. I've got 3 days here this week because I've got today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday I'm at Hobby Maker, Sunday I'm on Nan duties, babysitting, and then Monday I'm going to sit down in my craft room and I'm going to do a proper planned out craft along with me Roaring Twenties to get myself ready.
So will that take a whole day, do you reckon?
Well, sometimes you see, because I like to do a little bit of research, have a look what's out there, see what will fit in with the theme. So I'm thinking along the lines of like a Roaring Twenties theme. I'm going to see what kind of card styles are out there or projects, shall we say, because it might not be a card. But yeah, I'm just, so the sitting down, the actual working it out, then starting to plan it, then starting to do all your measurements and everything else, it takes a while. So the last one that I did, which I'm going to apologise now for, I haven't done the write-up for it yet. I will do. I have been saying that I would do it.
You're busy.
I was busy, but I just needed a couple of days to recharge my batteries a little bit.
Yeah.
So I did take Sunday and Monday off. So apologies.
Don't apologise.
I did promise people, but I promise you it will be going up. And I have popped it on my craft desk so that when I do go into my craft room, I will see it, it will remind me, and I will do it and post it.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for the card of the week, by the way, because I heard it got card of the week.
You did get card of the week.
Yes, thank you.
Jen, card of the month.
Yes, she did. Yes, wonderful. Fabulous. I wanted it. I wanted to pinch it. That's what it is with Jan's. I absolutely fell in love with that project. I just don't know where it's gone. I think she might have took it home. To be fair, so would I, because that's what I was planning on doing. I was going to rifle through the box, Ben, and my idea was I was going to rifle through. I was going to take it and I'm going to hang it in my craft room because it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
It was.
So yes, very well deserved. It was very well deserved. Now, using, and it's exactly the same, so that's cut through my card blank, so instantly that create a card effect, and all I've done with this, Ben, is I've created an inky background that I'm going to sit in the back, and that's just using, and if I remember rightly, it's crushed velvet, lemon tonic, that's created this little bit of an orange between the two, and pink tulip. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Fuchsia. It's not pink tulip, it's fuchsia. And I've just created a little bit of inky background. Now that can sit into the back, and instantly it's like a paper piece in, or what I'm going to do, I'm going to change it up because I'll show you the two that I'll show you the one that I've made as well. I'm going to sit it in the background of my card, like so.
Lovely.
So that's going into there. Now this, with the black piece, is the piece and the outside frame, which has got the most beautiful stitch design, which I don't know if we've mentioned it, but I know I haven't mentioned it, stitch design that's in there as well. And that is so that it can either go onto the top, so I can create a bit of a drop shadow.
Oh, yeah.
That looks dramatic.
That does look dramatic.
Or I can do it the other way around, and I can create the drop shadow by just, I think I'll do it that way.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you like the other way?
Yeah, but you do what you were going to do.
Bless you. Let's have a little look.
That is dramatic.
It is dramatic, isn't it?
But you do what you were going to do.
I'll stick with my original one.
Yeah,
I'll stick with the original one. Yeah, so I'm just going to stick that down, make sure that's nice and stuck. There we go. And then I'm going to use my dotty tape. And now I know.
They'll be back to...
I know. I'm sorry. I hate using it when we haven't got it, but it just makes my life so much easier. So I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Sorry, hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry, yeah, definitely. But so what I'm just going to do now is I'm just going to place it, and I'm just going to tilt, I say tilt it, I'm going to drop it just a fraction. And I think I might go down to drop it down and to the left-hand side. There we go. Let's just see if I've got that lined up properly. There we go. There we are. And that just now sticks onto the top. Any excess glue, if there is any, which, to be fair, there isn't with the dotty tape pen. Now you can see that look, and it really just bounce off there.
Yeah.
Now the next things then, of course, is you've got all of these fabulous dies, not those two, these three, to be able to create your mats and your layers, or another mini aperture. So I could go back in, I could take that die and I could create another aperture. Like I said, it could be 3 different sizes that you've got there. So again, 3 different cards that you can make.
Yeah.
However, I've just kept it very simple. Bit of black, bit of white, and then my all-time favourite, sentiment with love.
With love.
I absolutely adore that sentiment. I use it. Anybody who probably sees me doing me work now, they'll know it's a Debbie card because it's usually got that on.
Where's that one from again?
It's from our mini expressions range.
Oh, okay.
So that's what it's from, and I think we've still got them, you know. Yeah, I think we've still got them. So, but I do use it a lot. There's like, you know, they were little, like a little alphabet. They were butterflies, the butterfly one. There were the little fairy. She was in that collection.
Oh yes, I remember.
Do you remember
her.
the ones that I'm
yeah.
on about? Yeah. So I use them all the time. I did say when we first brought them out, because I remember launching them, and I said these will be the dies that sit on your desk that you will use time and time again. Oh, look, what else you could do as well? Could twist and turn. So you could twist it and give it a little extra embellishment there. So again, just popping that one into the centre.
That with love is in stock, £2.49.
Wow.
That is a bargain,
I didn't realise it was that.
Yeah, £2.49.
Yeah, you can't even get a price of coffee for that.
You
price
can't,
of coffee?
can you?
No.
Price of coffee? Cup of coffee?
Cup of coffee?
Can't get a cup of coffee?
No.
No.
No, you can't do that either. Shall I?
What?
I'm going to change it.
I like that.
I'm going to change it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, you see, you can.
You can.
You can change it because you have the ability with those dies to chop and change. And I'll show you the one that I absolutely did first, which is what I was going to stick to, but then I changed my mind because I do love the cutting in aspect. And of course, if you want a bit more rigidity, pop some acetate around the back. So I'm just going to keep it as it is for now so you can see it. And the one that I planned on doing, was adding it to the front. So can you see the difference between the two? That one, I've actually stuck it to the inside and then popped a piece of white cardstock over the top to give it a solid background. It almost looks like I've paper pieced it.
Yeah.
But because, and this is what I wanted to get across, the difference that you can do. So same die cut, the same pieces, the same, I haven't done anything differently. All the stages are the same. It's just that when you get them side by side, sorry Charlotte, I don't know why I'm trying to do that. Side by side, you can see the difference that you've got because that cuts into the frame using that additional. All I've done is exactly the same, but instead of having that on the background, I've just attached it to the front. So it's the two, but look at that. Two of the same components, two different cards, and just twist it a little bit and you've got 2 different styles of cards there.
I love it.
Yeah.
Shows you the versatility that you've got with this collection.
Oh, yeah.
It's in like one card, the different things that you can do, but the fact that you've got all the different sets just means you'll be having so much fun with this collection. Michelle just says, I finally got that with love die. As I say, it's available. Just search for it. It's £2.49. Teresa Robinson Smith saying, I look forward to all of the Crafters Companion craft-alongs. And Beth Ross Lucas says, I love both cards. And hi to Nee Connie, who says, whew, made it into work in spite of slippery roads. Let me get an excited shout out to our Fab Crafters TV team, both in front and behind the cameras. I know I'm late, like I'm also late for work, but hello. Yes, we'll shout out to Debbie. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I love the fact as well that you're late for work, but the first thing that you've done is gone, oh, let's get the most important thing on first. Crafters TV. Also, big shout out to the team in the gallery today, Johnny and Charlotte. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, top team today. Oh, and also someone's big day coming up on Thursday.
Happy birthday.
Charlotte is going to be
30. Whoops. Throwing some shade back at her from earlier. Throwing some shade back at her. That's what I'm doing. 29. She's going to be 29. She's a young thing,
she is
isn't
a
she?
young one. I
Spring
remember.
chicken. I remember that age.
I was 29 when I was her age.
Charlotte, deathly silence.
Nothing.
She's heard it how many times today, Charlotte?
I was gonna buy some cake, but I'm not going to anymore. She's not going to laugh at me joke.
Oh, are you in tomorrow, Charlotte?
She's off now.
She's off?
She's taking a week off for her birthday.
Oh, we have to sing happy birthday then to her. We'll do it in last show. Yeah, we'll do it
Should
in
we all
last
come
show.
together and put in a few pence, see if we can get her a, like a present or something?
Yeah.
I might make you a card, Charlotte, in between shows.
Oh.
Might do. I only make cards for really, special. I still haven't made
That's
Debbie
it,
a card
special
yet,
people. What was that?
Nothing.
What was that?
Nope, nothing. Let's have a quick look at the creator card die. So actually, are we going to have a look at the picture, do you say? We'll have a look at the picture. This picture here shows you everything that you're going to get within this set. So all of the dies, you've got your timeless foliage, you've got your fancy floral, you've got your pretty petals, you've got your traditional tiles, your dainty doodles. I love that word, doodles, dainty doodles, and your rose garden. And within the showstopper, you're also going to get the 2 ink pads and the tape pen in there. Basically, you pay an extra $5 and you get those included. I didn't work out what the US price was, but in the UK, it would cost you £16, but you're only paying an extra $5 to get those within the bundle. $58.37 or $67.84. We are going to take a little break. We'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes' time. When we come back, we will get the vote going for the demo of the show, and we'll also have another look through the amazing magazine. So whilst we are getting ready to do that, you check out your basket, and we'll come straight back.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
One that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafts Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. Loving all of the cards, says Beth Ross Lucas, that she's seen so far. And a message which has just come in from Tina Jolly, who says, Ben, I work for a bank's call centre in North Carolina, and I took a call last week from a client in Mechanicsville. Hey! I was so excited and I had to refrain from having an outside chuckle. Well, there you go. Where's my spanner? In my bag. What do I use my spanner for? I've already told you what I use my spanner for, to tighten me nuts. Let us get the vote going on the demo of the show. So is it 3 or 4? 3 or 4? 3?
3.
3.
Yeah, 3.
Recap us, please.
I know it feels like 4.
It does.
I thought I'd done 4, and then I started totting up. I thought I've already done 3.
Too much mucking about earlier on, wasn't it, for about 20 minutes?
I know. Shh.
Oops.
Number 1, starting from that lovely Roaring 20s collection, but we've got all the elements left there that I've tried to put as much as I can as possible into that card. So that's number 1. Then number 2, we moved on to the fabulous 3D embossing folders with the accent dies, so that's number 2. And then number 3, and I put that one in my little different twist rather than the 2. Number 3 was the fabulous creator cards. Not simple, but simple. Simple creator card dies and, sorry, the accent dies in there as well. So
simple to
fabulous.
do, isn't it? I think that's
simple, yeah, simple creator card dies. So nice and easy. So 3, keeping her awake. 2.
She's thinking about her birthday.
She is, yeah. Oh, 1, she's thinking about the birthday cake you're going to get. 1, 2, 3.
I'm going 2.
I ain't got a clue.
Johnny?
I ain't got a clue.
Charlotte's gone 3. Johnny's gone 3. You have 1, Debbie.
I'll have 1 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2 or 3. You got about, I don't know, 4 minutes or so to get your vote in on that one. Whilst you're doing that, let's just recap on, and we'll get Debbie to have a little look through it for us as well. The Crafters Inspiration magazine. So rebooted, ready to go, issue 1 of the sort of new style, if you like. I really like this because, again, we talked about this quite a lot in the fact that the magazine itself, as you'll see with Debbie, concentrates a lot on the freebies that you get within the magazine. So as we've talked about, if you enjoy crafting with our craft kits, then you'll enjoy crafting with the magazine, because it kind of goes to the next step, because you've got everything that you need, particularly if you go for the showstopper, to pop cards together, but then you've got all of the instruction, you've got all of the information, you've got loads of projects within it that relates to the embossing folder, the stamps, the stencils that you're going to get within the magazine. So in that kind of essence, it is really a one-stop shop for crafting some amazing projects. Suitable for all abilities as well. That's the other thing to talk about. So if you are new to crafting, you're thinking, oh, I don't know if I'm quite ready yet to get a crafting magazine, there's projects in there for everybody. And the great thing is you can start off on some of the more sort of simpler projects, if you like, and then build up your confidence and work to those ones which might be, you know, a little bit more lengthy or a little bit more technical. But the point is everybody can do this. Now, again, lots of projects in there as well that you can do outside of the goodies that you get within the magazine, and also you'll meet some new faces in there too. So nice to get, I think, a bit of a take from, you know, other people within the industry as well that you'll see within the magazine. We'll look at the magazine with Debbie in just a second, but I just wanted to point to you the showstopper once again, because the stock of that is heading towards limited, which means we'll only have about 10% of the stock left. £32 or $40 gets you, of course, the magazine and everything within it, but then you get all of these other goodies as well. Now, Sarah Sarah has, of course, put this together for you to kind of make it easier for you to use all the goodies, for you to kind of expand what you do. So she's put in more papers in the form of the Say It With Flowers 6x6 paper pad, different colour palette to the ones that you've got within the magazine, but again, it kind of expands your crafty horizons just a bit. You've got some of our foam on a roll as well, which is 10 metres long. You've also got a selection of our gorgeous luxury cardstock in the glitter. You've got the mirror and the matte mirror card in the silver. 2 lots of our water reactive ink pads in the honey pot and also the baby blue. And you've got watercolour card and one of our ink blenders as well. If you were to go for those individually, you would pay £61 or $43. However, within the bundle, you're only paying an extra $25. That's why the price is like this and the platinum price is there. So £32 or $40. Amazing value for money. But as you're going to see, the magazine itself, the value for money for the papers that you get, and then all of the freebies in there, I mean, that more than pays for it itself, doesn't it, really?
Absolutely, it does. And I'm just going to put it out there. We're calling it the new look. We've rebranded it. We're working in partnership with another company, deal with magazines. For me, it's going back to what I remember about Crafters Companion, the Crafters Inspiration magazine. It's gone back to the kit form in terms of a box, which I absolutely love. The wallet was a lovely idea. I enjoyed the wallet. I'm not going to lie. I've enjoyed the wallet. But for me, going back to a box means I can keep everything, and storage-wise makes it a lot easier because it's like half the size of the wallet. However, nothing to do with half the size of the quantity and the quality that you're getting in this magazine. So for me, it's an absolute corker because it's focusing on this fabulous kit. I look at it as the magazine is the little bit that you're getting for nothing. Yeah. And then when you're thinking in terms of value, Ben's mentioned it already. The things that you're getting in this kit easily cover the cost of the magazine on its own. So for me, I know that's the showstopper deal on there, but the platinum price of the magazine on its own is $11.99. Yeah. It's just incredible. I'll come to that in a second. I'm going to focus on this fabulous timeless floral collection kit. It's exclusive to this magazine. This is not something that's one of our ranges. It's an exclusive design that we've brought, but it works beautifully. It's like having a little mini Sarah signature collection in your hand. You've got a lovely Just For You metal die in there. Then we've got the gorgeous graceful roses stencils. I am just going to say to you, keep your eyes peeled in March because there's something coming
I know what it is.
soon.
I know what it is.
That is going to work beautifully with your stencils. That's all I'm saying. You're going to love it. So honestly, you're going to love these though, because not only have you got your ink option, you can emboss with this as well. So you can run it and treat it as an embossing folder with your platform for your, your combination in your Gemini. So you've got that gorgeous, graceful roses. You've then got a layering stencil. And this layering stencil is so easy to use. Stage 1, Stage 2, and then Stage 3 in that background. Use that one on its own as well because it looks absolutely stunning. Use 1 or 2 of those together or bring them all 3 together to create a really beautiful finish. And again, based around those timeless florals. When we talk about stamps, look at the sentiments you're getting in there. So you've got, honestly, 9 sentiments which match the collection, but also other occasions that this one will cover. And for me, this beautiful Climbing Roses, gorgeous embossing folder. It looks stunning when it's embossed. You've got that script running through there. You've got that lovely shabby chic feel where it looks like bits are missing, but it's not because it's there for a reason. Gives you that timeless quality again. So that's the kit. Yeah. However, that's not just the kit, because in the centre of your magazine,
Sarah took them out.
Has she been in it?
She took them out.
In the centre of your magazine, you have got the 32-piece, I say A4, bigger than A4 because it's your magazine size, but all of these beautiful papers. You're getting 2 of each design. So 2 of each, and look at the colours, tones. The quality, I want you to, honestly, when you get this home, the quality of the paper is absolutely stunning. The design is out of this world. And it literally gives you that lovely, shabby chic, but still pretty in the terms of the colour palette, feel to the whole of those papers. And then you're getting toppers, and you're getting 4 topper sheets that you are then just going to pop your scissors, get your scissors and fussy cut around them. If you caught me with the First Look show this weekend, I actually backed my toppers onto some of our multi-purpose cardstock to give them some extra rigidity. Rigidity?
Rigidity.
Stiffness is what I'm looking for. You know, rigidity.
Yeah.
So again, you've got lovely, lovely papers running through there. Very easy to take out because you get your poker tool and you lift those staples up, lift them back out, close the staples back up, and you've got your magazine good to go. So it is all about, I mean, literally, tons of inspiration, but focused on that kit. So the kit that you are getting with your magazine, there is tons of projects in here in terms of very simple projects to really different kinds of techniques from people all over the industry. Ruth Hamilton, you'll probably recognise from a design team member from another company who's worked in collaboration with our beautiful projects. Different techniques, different things, talking about our pens in there. So there's still the same kind of things. I love the mix and match what Ashley's done, because she's created a mix and match of the stencil with your texture paste, with your fabulous layering stencils as well on top, and giving you all those ideas, that step-by-step instruction, what you're going to need, focal florals, everything. You can see all these gorgeous projects are simply, look at this, I love this, because we've even got the Meet the Team in here as well. Look at Blend, he's got his little...
You know, Brent always gets in the magazine.
I know, I've noticed that. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah. There's also a little Meet the Team, like you would expect from our magazine. I know Ben's been here before, I've been here, I think all of us have been in here. But yeah, absolutely fabulous. And talking about Amy and her wonderful team that come up and get creative with all things from our product development. So honestly, tons and tons of different things in there. And again, it's packed, it's jam-packed full of inspiration that you are used to getting with our magazines. Nothing's changed. Quality of the magazine still the same. You're getting the papers still in there. But what we're focused on this time is the kit. We've gone back to a more kit-based things that you are going to be able to use with your magazine to boot. So it's not little bits of this, little bits of that, little bits of that collection. It's something to focus on to get the most out of it. And like I said, over 72 projects in there for you to copy, take bits from, use ideas, paper piecing techniques in there, card shape designs in there. Oh my God, and the list goes on and on and on. And it's why I absolutely love our magazines. And to this day, I still love our magazines. They gave me so much. Exactly what it says on the tin, crafters inspiration.
Yeah, that's it. And again, you know, for just £32 or $40, you can get that showstopper deal, but we are approaching limited stock there, so do go quickly. Just before we get the result of the demo of the show, just to remind you of that one-day deal that we've got, if you like, limited time deal on our classiques. 72 of the 216 pens that you can get. I've just been looking through actually, because you're going to get the dual set, the brights, the florals, the vintage, the pastel and the nature, and lots of similar colours, blended pens if you like in there as well, from your sort of darks to your mids to your lighter colours, so you'll be able to blend across the different ranges. But of course our classics are our premium quality alcohol markers, dual ended of course as well, allowing you not only to use the sort of finer tip to get those more detailed bits of colouring, but you've got that chisel nib there as well for those bigger, bolder sweeps of colour. And like we said, you've got a lovely selection of the pens here. We'll go through these in more details later, but the point is you're going to get 72 pens. The way that this deal works, and the reason we're only doing it for a day, is because you'll see that this works out, £72, £104.40, works out at £1 per pen, which is ridiculous, or $1.45. If you're platinum, you are picking up these for 80p per pen.
Crazy.
Or $1 and change, which is just ridiculous. Yes, and Johnny, if you count the fact that these are double-ended, it's 40p per nib. Let's really break it down to that. It's crazy, right? And if you're thinking to yourself, well, that's an incredible deal, it can't get any better. Well, it does, because we then give you for free your pen tray. And these, they've got enough spaces in them to house all 72 pens that we're giving you for £1 a pen or $1.45. This on its own is worth 20 quid, isn't it? Or $24.95. You get that for free within the bundle. Look at the price that you should be paying. Look at the price you should be paying. The saving is incredible. If you're platinum, wow.
Even more.
Very busy for this. Don't go, oh, I quite like that, I'll come back tomorrow. Won't be here. It's a 24-hour or until midnight deal, so please go swiftly on that collection. Right. Oh, before we finish, Kathy says, could you ask Debbie what was the name of the last card that she made?
What, today?
Yeah.
Oh, the last one I was here. Oh, today. Must be
today.
It's got to be today. This one?
Yeah.
Which one did I use?
No, it's just what was the name of it?
Well, the name that I used was the Pretty Petals. Does she mean the name?
I was just looking at the card thinking, yes, so it's the Pretty Petals.
Pretty Petals,
from the...
yeah. So Pretty Petals from the Simple Creator card.
Yeah.
That was that one. So that's the Simple,
Yes.
from the Simple Creator card dies. Yes, that's that one. So I'm assuming that's what you mean, Kathy. If it's not, just let us know and we'll answer that for you.
Was that the demo of the show, though? That's the question.
Ooh, I don't know. It's a toughie. I'm glad I'm not choosing because I love them all. Although I do have a little bit of a favourite.
What was your favourite? Well, that's good, because number one has won.
Yay! I love the Roaring Twenties. I'm not going to lie. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I love that. Yeah, thank you very much.
Well done. We are going to guarantee a Debbie win today, of course. You'll get to vote for your favourite a little bit later on. But, of course, we'll be back in an hour's time with more deals. It is our monthly Makes Day today, where we recap on everything which has gone by over the course of the last month. So any deals that you've loved over the last 28 days, if we've got them in stock, they will still be available. And we'll recap on as many of them as we can. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in an hour. In that time, do make sure you check out your baskets. And do remember to hit up the website, because it's £10, $10 Tuesday today, so there are some fantastic deals for just a tenner, but only for today. Massive thanks to the team. We will be back in an hour with more fun, frolics and crafty goodness. Until then, bye for now.